Hi there. If there's one thing you've noticed with the investment space is that there is so much information that you need to process all at once. On this end, you'll hear, we have the greatest return. On this end, we have this plan, we have this policy, we have this investment. On this other end, you need to do this, you need to try this now. You know, and it gets very intense and very frustrating. And at the end of the day, you're like, so what do I take and what do I do? My name is Teddy Muzoka, a CX analyst at Nabo Capital, and I'm here to tell you why Nabo and why you need to have us as your preferred investment partner. So, as to why Nabo, if there's one thing we pride ourselves in is bespoke customer experience. That does not just mean that we are good at picking phone calls and responding to client queries, but we sit down and ensure that your journey as a customer, from the point you hear about us until the end when your investment reaches the goal that you have intended for it, is a seamless experience for you. And one of the greatest value additions onto that experience is what we call goal-based investing. With goal-based investing, our ethos as Nabo Capital is investing with purpose. Okay, and so what that means is we will not tell you that your return for this particular investment is going to be 12%, going to be 13%, or 14%. We sit down with you and we ask you, what do you want to achieve and where do you want to get to? What's your financial goal and what's the number you're working towards? So say, for example, if you have a plan that you want to get to 4 million Kenya shillings in the next five years, and you want to start with a capital of 1 million, we sit down with you and we're like, okay, so with what we have, we are able to get to that goal if we do monthly top-ups of 30,000 shillings. That's interesting when you ask me, because at the end of the day, I will not need to have you sit down and do your own research, look at what's performing, what's good and what's not, but to really help you see the purpose as to why you're putting this money aside and helping yourself invest for your future. Okay, and so with that happening, you'll get to realize that even when you sit down and go about your errands, probably you're at work or in business or just a stay-at-home mom doing your own things here and there, all you know at the end of the day is that I need my 30,000 shillings at the end of the month or at the end of the time period to which you want to invest, and you know that this is gonna buy you financial freedom in the next 5 years. So we sit down with you and we ask you, so do you want to buy a home? Do you want to invest for your children? Do you want to prepare for education? Do you want to plan for a wedding? Do you want to do this? Do you want to do that? And we have a wide array of products that will help you get to that goal. But our main purpose and our main desire is to help you see where do you want to get to. You know, if you just come and we just tell you that just bring your money, invest it and go about your business, yeah, but falling off track will be easy. But when you know that each and every day, each and every month, you need to put aside this much amount of money to help you get to that goal, I kid you not, you'll be looking forward to it every month. Okay, so that's our value proposition to you with goal-based investing. And not only that, we have relationship managers. And because you're working with a plan, we call it an investing with purpose plan. They'll reach out to you constantly and consistently to ensure that you're keeping in track with your investments. The main idea is to help you get to where you want to be. And that's the main important thing for you. All right, so that's our value add to you. And my question to you is, even as you're preparing to enter into a new year, what's your plan? What are you thinking about? Because I know you're thinking about something. I am thinking about something, okay? So what do you want to do? What do you want to get to? What's your number? What's your financial freedom number? Is my financial freedom number 1 million? Is my financial freedom number even 100,000 shillings? Okay, so we help you understand that. And not only that, we also do some of these informative videos through our YouTube channel, as you can clearly see, and we help you understand what's going on. So we'll not just tell you this is a 14% return. We help you understand. So what's a fixed income fund? What's a money market fund? What's a unit trust? What's a commercial paper? What does it mean investing in Africa? What does it mean when the central bank says that they have hiked their interest rates to a certain number? What does that mean for your investments? So we not only just want to help you invest your money, but we also want to help you think like an investor. We want to help you reason like an investor. And we want to help you act as an investor. All right? So come and talk to us and come with your goal, and we'll be able to help you get to where you want to get to. To our second point, if there's one thing that everyone needs from an investment portfolio is consistency. You don't want to wake up one day and you realize that your investment is at 8%, and then you wake up tomorrow, it's at 17%, and then you come back the previous day and you find that it's at 10%. that will not even make sense to the plan that you are working towards. Remember, we have a plan we're working towards, right? And so one of the desires that we always have is to ensure that we have consistent market-beating returns. So how do we do that? As Nabo Capital, over the past 10 years, we've been having a pan-African focus. This means that we've been investing all across Africa, excluding South Africa. This means that in a situation whereby the Kenyan market is not doing well as we would have expected for your portfolio, we will go to other African countries and look at which are the existing opportunities that will be the greatest value add to our client's portfolio. Right? So we'll go, let's say for example, East Africa is not doing well, so we'll go to West Africa. What's going on in West Africa? Which are the good stocks taking place? Which are the good bonds in the market? Which are the opportunities that exist that will be able to enhance the return on your portfolio? And what that means, even to us as Nabo Capital, to you, is our value proposition whereby we do active management. So active management means that we constantly do portfolio reviews and investment and asset class reviews each and every week to ensure that at the end of the day, we are able to monitor the progress of your portfolio. So if we see a particular investment opportunity is not working to your needs and working to the objectives that we have set for your portfolio, we make the necessary adjustments as soon as possible. If we are able to identify better opportunities for you, guess what? We exit the position, enter into the new position. Invest once we get the realize we require, we get out of the position, look for other investments that will be able to generate the return that you want as a client. That's active management, and that's diversification in investments, okay? And so that's our Pan-African focus. And so you'll get to realize that at any given moment and in any given market cycle, you'll get to realize that our returns are consistent because of that aspect. So I want to ask you, if you're doing all that by yourself, when will you even have the time to look at what Kenya is doing, let alone Egypt? When will you have the time to look at what Botswana is doing, or even Ghana, if Kenya in itself is too much for you to do? Okay, so for us, we just ensure you don't have to think about all these things, but we will keep you informed of what's going on. But ours is to ensure that for you, you do not get to struggle with having all this research, what's going here, what's going there, but we'll just get to help you, number one, to understand how to think like an investor. So even if any information comes to you, you know, oh, this means this, this means that. And so even when we sit down and have a discussion together, you get to realize that we are working step by step with you to ensure that we get to the goal that we've set between us and you. That's our Pan-African focus. On to the third point. If there is one thing for any human being that will be very frustrating, is to sit down and, or rather wake up one day and realize that your hard-earned money has been lost. That will be frustrating, to say the least, okay? And if there's one question that clients always have with regards to investment plans, investment opportunities, is how safe is my money with you guys? And number two, can you be trusted? And knowing how everything works, and even in such a corporate setting, word of mouth is enough, but it's not sufficient. Okay, and that's why we have various systems and mechanisms in place in the investments market to ensure that your hard-earned money is always guarded and protected at the end of the day. Ideally, how that works is we have a regulator called the Capital Markets Authority, and each and every month and every quarter they expect from us reports on how our investment portfolios are doing. What have we invested in? And number two, are we keeping in line with the regulations that they've shared? For you to invest in a certain asset class, say for example bonds, you're not supposed to exceed a certain limit for your portfolios. All right, so each and every month when we are making these investment decisions, we ensure that if we are buying certain assets to come into these portfolios, we ensure that we do not exceed the limits that have been set by the regulator. What that means is, at the end of the day, we are minimizing our exposure, that even in the event of any loss, we'll be able to mitigate that loss.
That's what we do here at Nabo. I encourage you to go back. We have a wealth of videos that have been done before. Share this video with someone who needs it. And also remember to leave us a comment. And if you have any questions, just leave it behind and we'll tackle it in the next video. Thank you and God bless you.